Ekreni bafethu, uxola noSidna kaMangolo omuhle CEO eBillionaire for the Renewal. Now I know. Firstly, leyo ukuthi CEO eBillionaire ngizwe ngidlalela mina it's just something for fun. Number 2, guys, as I'm going to be giving out financial information that is related to finance, this is what I want you to know. I'm not a financial advisor. If you're looking for a financial advice or you're looking for someone who's called a financial advisor, please contact someone who's registered with FSCA, and that person, I believe that person is going to assist you with your financial advice and going to assist you with your finances. Okwami mina is to give out this little information that I have. It's just the little information that I have. Actually, I'm sharing my experience, Yeah. So before we even start, before we even get to why I'm doing this video, let me just share this story first. Last month, June 22, if I'm not mistaken, I went to my Capitec app. I said, let me just let me start a challenge. If you've been watching my videos, you're going to see that most of the time I do challenges, Excuse me. I said, let me do a challenge where I'll be saving money, little money, saving this money. I just want to reach 7,500 rand by the end of 6 months, But I didn't state on how, blah, 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 because I had my own ways of how I'm going to do it, Okay, cool. Then I did this 30 seconds clip where I said, hey guys, let us challenge each other. Let us open the flexible account, which is, I said, the multiple deposit account, because on Capitec it written a multiple deposit account. Let us use a multiple deposit account and save money up to 7,500 rand by the end of 6 months, Then we want to see who's going to get there first. I posted it on my WhatsApp status. My WhatsApp friends, they were engaging with my post. They wanted to participate. Then I was like, let me just post it on TikTok. By the time on TikTok, I have about 101 followers. Post this, and that video went viral. That 30-second clip went viral. Then people, they started to on their comments, they wanted to know how to create it. Then I created a video demonstrating how to open this type of account. That video went viral again. Currently, as I'm talking to you, it just hit over 1.7 views on TikTok. And that 30-second clip that I'm talking about, which I can say it started this fire, it's currently sitting at over 500,000 views, okay, on TikTok. Then as people, they were seeing these videos, they wanted more information, and I realized that most of the people, they don't have a basic information, because that is a basic information about savings. It's a basic information, So I was like, no, let me just assist people and give out this basic information. I don't have an advanced information, I have a basic information. I'm gonna give this information to people. Then I ended up creating a group where people, they get there, and I share with them what I know. I give them an opportunity to ask questions. Then I answer if I know that thing. If I don't know that thing, I'm always be like, I don't know it. So what's the main reason why I'm doing this video? I'm doing this video because I promised people in my group that I'm going to teach them what is savings, the types of savings, interest rates, and how it actually works, Then I'm going to show you how the interest rate went up beginning of 2020 after COVID or during COVID, how the interest rate works or worked from there up until where we are today. Firstly, first thing, which is now we are getting to the body of this video on why I'm doing this video. What is savings account? What is savings? As I'm talking about this savings account, I'm not talking about that default savings account that you get when you open your bank account and they give you that savings account, where you when someone wanna send you your money get there, your salary get there, your debit orders, they take money there. No, I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about a savings account where you put your money away for a certain period of time. Then you get a little interest from the bank. That's the savings account that I'm talking about. To Capitec people, my KPIs, because it's a majority here in South Africa. We have these two types, like Capitec. We have these two types of savings. Firstly, which is a fixed deposit account and a multiple deposit account, like Capitec. And then on the other banks, we have a 32-day notice account. We have what do they call it? It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, there are a lot. There are lots because Standard Bank, if I'm not mistaken, they are having about 8. Nedbank, they're having about 6 or 8. You know, even also FNB around 9 different types of savings that you can use. So what is savings? A saving account is an interest-bearing deposit account held at a bank. Though this account typically pay only a modest interest rate, their safety and their reliability, it make them good option for us to park our cash there. That cash you want available for a short-term need. So what we do most of the time, we take our money, we put it to the bank. The main reason why I put it to the bank is because we think the banks are safe, and we think that they are reliable. You know, unlike when you're gonna take money and put it under your couch, it's just like, hey, other guy. I forgot that there's something called the bank, so he decided to put money under the couch and under mattresses, and that money was stolen. So that is the main reason why we take our money to the bank. We take our money to the bank so that no one can able to take our money, so that our money is gonna be safe. And then we also believe that the banks are reliable, you know. And banks, what they do, they're taking our money, then they decided to make more money using our money, you know. So actually, how this actually thing works, you know, how this saving things works, as I just mentioned, that we have types of savings. I said we have flexible, multiple deposit, 32-day notice account, whatever, etc. So now, how this thing actually works, you know, as we know, we'll see a bank, that is where people, they do their bankings. Savings and other deposit accounts, because it's not only savings, there are different types of deposit accounts, as I just mentioned to you. Those accounts are important source of funds that the banks, they use for what? For loans. So these saving things, we create this savings account because we are loaning the bank our money. We are giving the bank our money. We say, bank, take this money, use it. But we don't say use it. We think that we take our money to the bank, we keep it there, not knowing that the bank is gonna take this money and use this money to create or to make more money. So the bank, they take our money, then they create something, what you call it, a loan, you know. And that loan, banks, banks, bona mabenza ma loans. By doing so, they are making money. So banks make money by providing and earning interest from ama loans. Which are those types of loans? Loans such as ama mortgage, in a basic form, it's called a home loan. I'm a business loan, I'm a personal loans, because see now we take money there, so we as customers, we deposit the money there. In other words, we are providing the bank with the capital to start these loans or to make these loans. So the bank take this money that you are giving, we as their customers, their clients, take this money. Maybe let's say bank take my 10,000. The bank is gonna take this 10,000 rand. It's gonna maybe take 1,000 rand and put it to the banker's vault. Then it's gonna take this 9,000 rand. Then it's gonna distribute it. If someone is looking for a 9,000 rand personal loan, the bank is gonna take 9,000 rand from out of my 10,000 rand, is give it to this person, and the bank is gonna say you have to pay this amount in a period of 6 months or more. Let me just make it simple: 6 months or more, at an interest rate, which is a prime lending rate of a certain amount. If I'm not mistaken, prime lending rate in South Africa is 11 point something. If I'm not mistaken, I'm ready to be corrected. Maybe I didn't do my research very well. Prime lending rate, if I'm not mistaken, it was at around 11%. Last time I checked. So the bank, it's give you this amount, then you have to pay it back with an interest of 11%, So as you pay this money back, the bank is going to make some money. As the bank is going to make some money, it's going to take this money and give it to me. It's going to say to me, hey, you borrowed me your money. Let me just compensate you for borrowing me your money so that I will make more money for myself. Do you understand? So, someone will want to know what is an interest rate, which is something that is very much important to know. What is an interest rate? An interest rate is an amount of interest due per period. Let me repeat this. An interest rate is an amount due per period as a proportion of amount lent, deposited, or borrowed. Let me just say it all as it is. An interest rate is an amount of interest due per period as a proportion of the amount lent, deposited, or borrowed. The total interest on amount lent or borrowed depends on the principal sum, the interest rate, the compounding frequency, and the length of time over which is deposited or borrowed. An interest rate in South Africa remained unchanged since this year June. It's currently at 8.25. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I stand to be corrected, at 8.25 this year June. That is a basic one, and the maximum level was, if you borrow the money, the maximum level that you can pay back, it's up to 23.99%, and the minimum is 3.5%. And to those who opened a flexible deposit account with me, Capitec, they know what's it. Capitec flexible or Capitec multiple deposit account, it gave us 3.5 interest rates. So the bank is gonna use this prime lending rate of over 5%. Then it's gonna give me a 3.5%. Hey, banks are cruel. Hey, giving lazy. So let me show you the history of interest rates since 2020. So the history of 2020, the history of interest rates since 2020, this is how it goes. As you can see on your screen, this is a chart. This chart, it's a historical chart. Ibizwa kanjalo. It has a data starting from since 2020, you know. From 23 July 2020, namhlanje umhla kabani? Umhla ka 18, it's a Mandela Day. Oh wow. So 2020, after COVID, or during COVID, it was during COVID. It was during lockdown, not COVID. Oh, let's say so. It was during COVID or during lockdown. The banks, they had to cut their interest rates because because there was no trade. Let me make it simple. There was no trade. No one was borrowing money. People, they were not working, all those things. So the interest rate, they had to be cut down. So from 2020 up until September 2021, the interest rate was constantly sitting at 3.5. Last year, 18 January, the interest rate went from 3.5 to 3.75. On March 7 last year, went from 7.5 to 4%, from 4% on May 19 to 4.75, from 4.75 to 12 September, went straight to 6.25, from 6.25 on January this year 26 to 7% to 7.25%. Then 30 March, it went straight to 7.75. Last month on June 27, during our Freedom Day, hey, muntu akawazi ama-holidays, not even a Freedom Day or June 27. Only June 26, June 27, it went straight to 8.25. That is how this thing it's been growing. So how this interesting works, I'm just gonna make this example. I'm gonna use few examples. So most of the time, we are using my banks. We are using an interest rate which is called a compound interest. A compound interest. So this in this compound interest, in savings account, the interest can be compounded. Okay. Either daily, monthly, quarterly, and you can earn an interest on an interest, and up to that point, the more frequently interest is added to your balance, the faster your savings will grow. Let's make this example. I take my 1,000 rand, and example is I'm using my 1,000 rand earlier and applying a daily compounding every day. Okay, the amount that earns an interest grows by 1 of 365 days, which is daily. Maybe for an example with a percentage of 1%. Yeah, let's make it basic. Let's say we use 1%. If we take this 1,000 rand, then you give it to the bank with a compound interest, that is, we get daily, for 365 days. At the end of the year, at the end of our 365 days, our deposit will grow from 1,000 rand to 1,010 rand and 5 cents. I'm sorry. If we are using what we call it a compound interest, but if you are just using a simple interest, we're going to have a 1,000 rand and 10 rand kuphela. So the difference between the compound interest and a simple interest below 1000 rand wethu is 5 cents. An extra 5 cents, it doesn't sound like much, right? But at the end of 10 years, let's say now we take it from now on to 10 years, my 1000 rand will grow up to 1105 rand 17 cents. My calculations abesho njalo, if I'm not mistaken. If you only use a compound interest, the 1% interest rate compounded daily for 10 years has added more 10%, has added more than 10%, not more 10%, more than 10% to the value of your investment, to the money that you deposited at the beginning of your account. This account. Again, the amount you earned or the amount earned still might not seem like that much, but consider but consider what will happen if you could save maybe how much. Let's make it basic. If you could save 100 rand every month out of low 1000 rand that you're gonna deposit firstly you're gonna initialize with the 1000 rand, then every day you add your 100 rand every month, not daily, every month you're gonna keep on adding or saving 100 rand into your savings account, which is where you initialize by an amount of 1000 rand. So after a year, that 1000 rand of yours, if you keep on adding 100 rand, after a year, this is how much you're going to have, how much you're going to earn. You're going to earn an amount of 16 rand and 5 cents. You're going to earn an amount of 16 rand 5 cents. That's gonna be your interest. That's gonna be your interest. For the balance of how much? Because you kept on depositing 100 rand, 100 rand, 100 rand for 12 months, you're going to have in total 2,216 rand and 5 cents, which is 16 rand. If we also add this 16 rand and 5 cents interest, you're going to have 2,216 rand and 5 cents. So if you're gonna do the same for a period of 10 years, every month you keep on adding this 100 rand, you will have by the end of 10 years, mathematics is on here, 16 rand and 5 cents. Excuse me. 16 rand and 5 cents. We're going to have an interest of 725 rand 50 cents. That is what we're going to have, because we're gonna keep on adding this 100 rand every month. That is 10 years. It's 120 months. It's gonna be 13,000. It's gonna be 13,000 rand. Okay, it's gonna be 13,000 rand if you put this 1,000 rand of yours plus 100 rand every month. You're going to have 13,000 rand by the end of 120 months. You're going to have 13,000 rand by the end of 120 months. Kumbula, You had 1,000 rand initially, then you kept on depositing 100 rand for 120 months, which is gonna make 12,000 rand. Plus this 1,000 rand, you're going to have 13,000 rand. Plus the interest that you will earn if you are using 1% interest rate, you're going to have 13,725 rand, you know. So I will have to do a video to do the calculations. Oh, there's no need. There are calculations. You can, if someone wants to do the calculations for him or herself, you can use a savings calculator. You're supposed to have a saving calculator on your banking app. Then you can do the calculations. Then you're going to find out if you want to initialize with a certain amount of money and you keep on depositing, maybe let's say constantly you're gonna keep on depositing a certain amount of money monthly, how much you're going to have over a certain period of time, you know. I think for now, for today, that's it. All I have. It's just the basic information. I'm not good in teaching or explaining some of the things, but I believe that some people, they're going to understand what I was trying to do or what I was trying to say. Igama lami nguXolani uSidney wakamawongolo omuhle, CEO eBillionaire for the Renewal. I know.